It's live.
Here we go.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another tea time. We're gonna have tea. I am Emily Thompson. I am the founder of Almanac Supply Co.
And I'm Mary Wright. I'm the business manager of Almanac Supply Co.
And today we're going to join in to have some tea. We also have a special guest who's going to be joining us in a few to talk about some crystals as we do a little bit of pre-gaming before the crystal party. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Perfect. So I did make some tea today. Full confession, I forgot about tea until noon. But I remembered and went home, made some tea. Today we are not having summer tea.
I noticed.
It's not pink.
I saw the color.
It's not pink today. I made a jar of our Nestle tea, and I'm so stoked about this because Nestle tea is supposed to be our winter tea, but I found that I really like it iced.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
So not with whiskey.
I was gonna say iced and spiked. Tell me there's alcohol in that.
Right? No, not today. But iced and honeyed.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Ooh.
Right? So we can't have tea time without tea. Here we go. How do you like it?
Oh, it's good. Oh, that's great.
I like it. All right, so
Look at that.
now that we're here live, we officially have tea. I would love to hear from anyone who is joining in with us live. Feel free to get over in the chat. There's a live chat section to the right of the video. Feel free to get in there and say hello. Let us know where you are, and if you are sipping on anything, let us know what you're sipping. And with that, I have a lot of things I want to chat about today, but not just with you.
Oh.
No
Okay.
offense, Mary.
That's fine. That's fine. We see each other every day. I get tired of you too. No.
Right, so I figured I would bring some fresh blood into the group today. Right, we have Tasha Harrison, who is hanging out in, I guess, our green room. Tasha, I'm bringing you in now. Welcome!
Hi!
So glad you're here. So to introduce everyone
tea.
to Tasha, Tasha Harrison is an author and editor. She's a romance author and editor. She also is the writer of our crystal posts over on the Almanac Journal. So one of the things that we've wanted to do within these crystal parties and really this broader Almanac on air scenario is bring in some guests. So I thought, why not start with our very own Tasha, who I've met through sort of my day job, my other job. I have 2 day jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Over at Being Boss, where I have a podcast and run a community of creative business owners. I met Tasha several years ago and have grown close with Tasha. Tasha, we're friends now. She manifested that. What crystal were you holding when you decided to manifest that?
Probably clear quartz. But also, I just feel like I'm powerful that way. Crystals help, but I kind of just decided you were going to be my friend and you didn't know it.
Yeah.
It probably was a little creepy on your end, but
No.
It worked out fine.
Not creepy at all. That's how I've made my best friends. They didn't want to be my friends at first.
I mean, listen. I'm really jealous of y'all's tea. I didn't plan ahead.
Oh no, well, I really wish that you were here drinking tea with us. I will have this sip is for you, Tasha.
Maybe that's something we
And
should do
I'll
in the
drink my
future. We,
water.
send our guests the tea we're going to drink that day. And then it can be this full experience.
That is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. So, Tasha, I did bring you on because you love Carnelian today.
Yes,
And today
my
was just
absolute
the
favorite.
crystal party that I felt was your crystal party, right? So we have some citrine on the table today. We have some carnelian on the table today. And I will say, rolling this all up, one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you in to write the crystal post was not only that I feel like I could crystal shop with you in New Orleans all day long, and we've connected over them and all of those things. But I love that you are a creative who actually uses crystals. Like, a lot of people wonder how to use them, right? They just like put them on their bookshelf, they don't really know. But you use them in your creative process. You always have a crystal in your hand. You're super in touch with some of those like subtle energies that you bring into that creativity, and in all of that, Carnelian and citrine, I feel like you're best friends.
Definitely Carnelian. Like, this is absolutely my favorite crystal. I'm obsessed with it. Like, it's my boss bitch crystal, where it kind of centers me in a way that it makes me focus on my creativity. It's great because it's for romance author, because it like sensual and sexual energies.
Yeah.
Um, what else? I don't know. It's just like I've always felt connected to it. Like, the moment I picked it up, I was like, oh, you know. And I don't get that with a lot of crystals, but definitely with citrine and with carnelian. But this is like, I lost this one time, and I tore up my house looking for it.
I can
Tore
totally
up my
relate to
house.
Yeah. That's awesome. So let's talk then about how it is that you use these, because you have like a nice chunky palm stone there, right? So as you
Yes.
are writing, or as you are, or what does it look like for you to be writing with crystals?
Okay. And this is really weird to say out loud, as sometimes I feel like I'm a weirdo. This is the things I just do intuitively. Apparently, there's a ritual to it, and I've kind of been doing it by accident. So, I tend to start my writing day, with a 3 card tarot pull. But before I do that, I stack the crystals that I want to infuse into the pull on top of it. Like, if I wanted to make sure that I'm communicating, like, from my highest and best self, I always put like a chunk of sodalite on there, and always clear quartz, and always carnelian. And then, I'll shuffle and then do a 3 card pull and read the cards. And most likely, I will end up holding on to one the whole time, like kind of like a worry stone, just, as I'm sitting there thinking, just rolling the crystal. More often than not, it's carnelian, but sometimes it's labradorite, which, you know, magical thinking, period, just manifest some shit out of nowhere. um, so yeah, like, that's kind of the process. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like it. Right, so it's not like super complex. I feel like some people feel they need to like create a whole grid before they're doing anything, right? Or do body grids or whatever to like use
I mean,
crystals.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I do sometimes, like, if I'm having a hard time, you know, I don't believe in writer's block. It's a lie. Then you just have to find a way around it. It's just a problem you need to write around. But sometimes I have a hard time channeling my creativity, and I will, like, just get down on the floor next to my my desk and, like, put the crystals on me. You know how, like, you see them doing with, like, crystal healing, like putting them on your chakras and stuff. I will do that. And I'm not really great at meditating, but I'll try to take like 5 minutes to, like, just breathe deep and, I don't know, like, suck up all the crystal energy and start over again. And that, I find that really helps me a lot. Um, but I think too, a lot of the times why I don't have like a super rigid ritual is because I wasn't necessarily a believer to start with. Like, I was a huge skeptic, and I know you were too, Em. So it's just kind of like, these rocks are pretty, but they don't really do anything, do they? You
Right.
know?
I remember having that
And I think,
conversation with you of being like,
yeah,
I'll do tarot and I'll read some astrology and all those things, but if there's one thing that I don't really think I drink the Kool-Aid of, it's rocks.
fast
And let
forward
me
a year
know.
later, and here we are, Almanac Supply Co. Whole business around magic rocks.
Right?
Yeah, but it
Talking
was kind of
about
like
using
that.
them
Like,
for creativity. Right?
I think too, what probably happened, and this probably happened for the same reason for you, it's like you were having kind of like almost like a crisis of character, just trying to find something that will make you feel better. And I think all of us have, like, it's human nature to seek out rituals and to make some type of practice to ground yourself. And that's primarily why I started. I was like, I feel like I need to believe in something, but it's not Christianity. So, and this felt right to me. It's literally a rock that comes from the earth. Like, how can you go wrong with that?
Yeah, I relate to that so much. And one of the things that I love most about being in this business, and maybe less so now than in the past when we could go to the markets or we're just like traveling around and telling people what it is that we do, is that everyone has this personal story about a rock. Like literally as simple as that.
Mhm.
As simple as that. I remember a couple of years ago, I went to a wedding of a friend of ours, and it was like a wedding of how would I describe them? There was a lot of good old boys there. We're in the South. A bunch of Southern good old boys.
But like real good old boys, or
Yes.
like good old boys who aren't so good?
No, I mean definitely like real good old boys.
Okay.
They
There's
exist. They exist for sure. And I remember wearing this like huge chunky. It was like a big slice of geode. It was from Mary Beth Myrick. Mary Beth Designs.
I think so.
She's fantastic.
I think they're
Wearing one of her necklaces, huge slice of geode. I remember thinking, oh, this is going to be a little risque in this crowd. Like they're going to think this is so. No, I had so many of these good old boys walking up to me and telling me stories of how they used to go hunting geodes with their dad or their uncle, or they found them in their backyard, or like, it was the connection point for so many conversations in a way that I did not anticipate. And that was well before we started Almanac. And I've definitely found that to be true over and over again, where going and telling people, I sell crystals for a living. It always brings up these stories that people have about a rock, or like just people pulling a rock out of their pocket and being like, I've carried this every day for the past 20 years or whatever. Everyone has a story about a rock. Everyone. It connects everyone, and I love that.
It does. My oldest son, and this is funny because he's kind of like me with the rocks. Like, he isn't like, just pick them up. I don't know what it is I would like about this rock. But I remember vividly him being like 3 years old and picking up pretty rocks and like carrying them around in his fist and like, these are my powers. That's what he would call them. Like, these are my powers. And like when he would lose them, he'd be like, oh no, my powers, I lost my powers. And he would tear up his room looking for the rock that was like the designated power rock of that day. And now, like when we talk about rocks, like he never kind of looks at me like, okay, mom, that's dumb. But he's like completely understands it. Like he gets it. Like that's just something he knew innately. This is what this is for.
I love that. That's a good story. I love that. Right, so
My power.
I have a little question for you about rocks.
Okay.
Actually, which question do I want to ask you? Maybe it is, tell us, or what is your favorite rock story? Maybe that's just that. Maybe you like stumbled upon one, or someone gave you one, or maybe it's telling us about that one you're still just rolling around in your hand right now. I see you.
Okay, I don't have like a specific rock story. I think what happens to me a lot, like I will read about a rock and I'll be like, oh, this is the rock that I'm supposed to have. And that's how I came up on this one. I think I went out either looking for, I think I was looking for labradorite. And I was like, I haven't found a palm stone that I like yet. Like every time I would go out, I'm like, this is pretty, but I don't like it. This is pretty, but I don't like it. Like something is not right. Like it doesn't fit in my hand. And I was just like at one of those gym shows, like touching all the rocks. And this one just kind of like stuck to my hand. And I was like, okay, this feels good. And I knew nothing about it when I picked it up. I was like, I'm just going to take this home and see what happens. I came home and read it. I was like, oh my God, this is my rock. This is my signature rock. Like I didn't know that it was. I wasn't looking for it. And I tell people all the time, it's like, like, how do I choose them? I'm like, well, it's intuitive. And it's hard. It's hard to tell people like, well, yes, these are the ones you need, but maybe you don't need that shape. Or, maybe you need one that's less orange and more brown.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a rock stick to your hand?
I don't think
like it's made perfectly for my
palm. But I definitely am very attracted to pretty much a lot of like root chakra grounding stones. Mm-hmm. Because I think I'm gonna bring some astrology in now, but like Gemini, I'm very, very air everything. So I tend to get very unfocused and kind of floaty. So like a lot of black tourmaline, onyx, it's always been my favorite. So yeah, and like obsidian, of course, obsidian.
All the obsidian.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I love it.
And that makes
good.
That makes total sense. Right. Geminis are all up here. You need somebody to just yank you back down to ground, hold you there for a minute.
Tasha, you don't even want to see my chart. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
Right, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I think I'm great.
Everyone's different. Everyone's special.
Perfect. So, okay, then follow-up question for you, Tasha. Is there a rock that comes to mind when I say, has a rock ever changed your life?
I was going to say Carnelian again, but I don't think it is. I know what it is, and I can show you. You gave it to me.
I think I know what she's getting. Yes.
I remember I was telling you, I was searching for it, searching for it. And it was like, I knew that I needed it, but I couldn't find the right color green. And then you just hit me up and was like, I have a green aventurine. I'm going to send it to you. I'm like, what? When you sent me this rock, I was still trying to decide, how much I was going to be leaning into editing, whether or not I was going to be working toward quitting my day job and doing it full time. And right as soon as you gave me this and I built that friggin' prosperity altar, which is where I got it from, shit got real, y'all.
I love that story.
So yeah.
Thank you for. Can I tell you a story of me finding that rock?
Yes, please.
Rock stories literally all day. David and I were traveling back from, my grandmother lives on a farm in northern Indiana, and we were looking around for like wholesale stones between Chattanooga and northern Indiana, and we came across this store. It was like a metaphysical store, but it offered a wholesale rocks, basically. We get there, and this store was frightening. And it was huge. It was like it was probably like an old grocery store, like a very large footprint old grocery store that was just filled with the weirdest hodgepodge of stuff. Most of it had probably been there for like 15 years. It had been there so long. And so we go in there, and there's just crystals kind of peppered literally everywhere. And I felt like every crystal we got, I was rescuing.
They were calling out,
you rescued my rock.
Right? Yeah, so I remember going through, and we had talked about how you were looking for some green aventurine, and I found that was the only one there was. It was like this beautiful, large chunk. It's not even a palm stone. That's like a huge
No,
crumbled
it stands
rock.
too. So like it's not a palm stone. It's meant for an altar. Like it feels good in your hand if you want to
Yeah,
hold it, but it's meant for an altar. It's meant to sit on an altar. So
it's perfect. It's perfect. I remember finding it and thinking, oh, this is Tasha's. And like messaging you right then and there, and you being like, yes, it's mine. I was like, perfect. Perfect, sold. And I rescued it from the frightening black hole of a pseudo metaphysical store.
listen, I've been in one of those stores. It is frightening. Like there's some dark corners in there and there's like prehistoric stuff. I told you about the one that's here and the guy was like, "This is not a metaphysical store. This is a geology store. This is where we have like rocks and prehistoric
Yeah.
things like I don't know, teeth of cave bears. I don't know. Like it was a very weird place. But I
Mm-hmm.
also got a really beautiful piece of cave calcite from there too. It took me forever to
Nice.
clean it, but like it's massive and it was only like 15 bucks. I rescued it.
Right, you have to rescue rocks sometimes. They need help finding their forever home. I think we
Yeah.
talk about rocks here, not cats or dogs. Rocks.
Well, it's like
I
my
mean,
pet rock.
aren't they though?
Yes.
People have pet rocks.
They
Yeah.
do. They do, man. You know?
I call them my rock friends. I have like several very good rock friends.
Yeah. I've used the word crystal buddies a lot in like thank you notes and emails recently.
Yeah, crystal buddies.
Oh, crystal buddy.
I love it. I think there's something there. And I think there is something too to finding your rock. So, like I said earlier, whenever I think of Carnelian, I think of you. Um, whenever I see Labradorite, I know it's mine.
Mine.
Doesn't matter, right? I could definitely see. I feel like you and Obsidian.
Obsidian, and also I was thinking about it while Tasha was telling her story. Tiger Eye. I forgot about that because remember
Oh.
when I came into this role with the
Mhm.
Almanac, I remember I like before our meeting, I didn't have any Tiger Eye with me, so I just like snatched one off the shelf and had it in my pocket the whole time. So while we were like talking and deciding and like negotiating, I was just like every once in a while I'd be like, okay, just touch the Tiger Eye, you got this, and then ended up here doing this, which I think is the
works.
perfect fit
I
for
agree.
me.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Oh, good stories. Perfect. Well, it is about time for us to sort of go off air for a couple minutes to reset up for the crystal party. Tasha will be joining us for that crystal party. We'll be talking about. I want to talk about some second and third chakra, which was sort of my theme for putting this table together this week. Really talking about like strength and power and and just crystals. But creativity was what I meant to say. All of those things in context of what's on the table. And like I actually do want to address mine and Mary's shirts.
Thank you. I was gonna put it in the chat.
Just in case anyone thinks that Almanac now has a uniform or that Mary and I are just like twinning best friends. We actually are just operating on that level these days, and we both wore this shirt today without any plans of wearing the shirt today.
Yeah.
And I even went home and I was like, oh, we're gonna show up like this. I like it.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Right? So this shirt is actually a new shirt that we've created here at Almanac. We don't even have, it's not listed on the site yet. None of those things, but Mary actually illustrated this shirt, and we got them printed by a local screen printer. We're both repping it today because we're both in love with them.
I love it so much.
And they will be on
I
our
want
site very soon. But for today, we're just gonna twin.
Yeah,
It's gonna be real cute.
I'm cool with it.
Perfect. Okay, then I'm going to go to our countdown screen now. And we'll be back at 3 p.m. to start the crystal party. So don't go anywhere. 2 or 3 minutes. See you in a sec.
Hi, everybody. We're back and ready to dive into some crystals. Oh, it looks like we have a good group in here. Super excited about this. Perfect. Welcome back. We are ready to get started with this week's crystal party. David has rejoined the party. Like he's here. Okay, oh, hold on. I forgot to put on, as always, my microphone. I always forget to put on my microphone. All right, so here is how this works. And in case you weren't here for the very beginning, I'm Emily Thompson. I'm the founder of Almanac Supply Co. This here is David. He is the co-owner, and this is Mary, who is our business manager. Mary's going to be in chat today, making sure that everyone gets customer serviced up as needed. She'll also be sharing links with you. David's going to be our runner, and I'll be here showing you all of the crystals. So the purpose of these crystal parties is to give you the opportunity to pick out just the crystal you want for yourself. We have a table full of really gorgeous stuff this evening. Super excited to share it all with you. And we're going to be going through each one. We have several things on the table this evening. We have some sunstone palm stones. We have several really adorable, like perfectly, beautifully formed garnet. We're calling them pebbles. I'll show them to you. We have several types of pyrite, or several shapes of pyrite, some of which are really gorgeous. We have carnelian palm stones in 2 sizes and some free forms. Actually, I'll be showing you the whole table in a minute. Citrine, tiger eye. Here's how this works. So as I show you each of these crystals up on the screen, I will also tell you a number, and they're numbered 1 through 50 something. Whatever you see one that you want, be sure to comment in the live chat section. So if you're not on YouTube, if you're on our site, click through the link and go to this party on YouTube. Over on the right hand side, you will see a place where you can put in, there's a chat box, not the comments at the bottom, but the live chat on the side. Whenever you see a crystal that you want, comment sold and the number, so sold 2 or sold 47 or whatever it may be. And then we will take that crystal and we will set it aside for you with your name. You will also need to add that crystal to your cart. So Mary will be in the live chat section putting in all of the links for you so that whenever you, let's say you decide that you want one of these really great carnelian palm stones, you're going to say sold, whatever the number is, and then you're going to go to our site via the link that Mary puts in the description or in the chat box, and you are going to add that price point of carnelian palm stone to your cart. At the end of the party, you're going to check out, and we will make sure that everything that we've set aside for you gets shipped out to you next week. In the event that you are here with a username that is not the same as your name, please be sure to put in the comment or in the note section at checkout what your YouTube handle is. That way, we'll make sure everything gets put together as it should. If you do have any questions about how this works during the party, you can go to the link in the description of the YouTube. It's almanacsupplyco.com/crystal-party in order to see the rules or like how this works at the top. You can also just let us know in chat and we will make sure that you know what you need to know. I'm super excited about this. I think we're ready to, actually before I show you the table, I'm going to use my usual sage call to action here. We ordered a crap ton of sage at the beginning of the year. It comes from a sustainable farm in Southern California. It's handpicked, sustainably sourced, all of these things. We ordered a whole bunch of it because it's one of our highest performing, it's our most sold item at our markets that we have done or that we did last year. We are not doing the markets this year, so we have a very large stock of white sage that we need to go find its home. So if you are looking for some sage, if you need to refill your stock, please add a bunch of wild sage or white sage to your shopping list. It's also in that Crystal Dash Party page on our website where you can get some. It goes stale. It still smells amazing. This is not stale, but it will go stale if it just sort of sits here. So don't let this responsibly harvested sage go irresponsibly stale. Snag some sage for yourself. And with that, Tasha, I'm about to bring you back on. Tasha is also here, and I'm going to show you guys the table. Tasha is here. She is our crystal writer at Almanac, and she's going to be hanging out with me and all of us while I show you all of the crystals this evening. And crazy jokes are welcome, Tasha, just so you know. Just so you know. Oh, so this light is in my way. Hold on, guys.
Y'all really need to buy like all the Carnelian so I don't buy them.
Right, that's the goal for everyone, is to keep Tasha from buying everything. All right, here is what is on the table this evening. We're going to start out with some... Uh-oh, I just lost my camera. Trying this again. One sec, everyone. Sorry. Okay, I think it's back. All right. We are going to start here with some sunstone palm stones, and these are super flashy. I cannot wait to show you these. They are gorgeous. We also have just a couple, and I pulled out the best pieces of garnet here of the little stock that we got. And then we're going to go into pyrite. So we have 3 pyrite palm stones, 2 of the best skulls that we have left in stock. Tasha, did you get a pyrite skull?
Yeah, I did.
I think I remember that being a thing. These are gorgeous, guys, and people see these in person, they can't help but get them.
A little alien.
Oh, yeah, look at it. I love it. All right, we also have 2 pyrite obelisks here that are quite breathtaking. I'm so excited to show you guys these perfect little pyrite cubes on their original matrix. And we have a couple of cubic pyrites as well. And then we're going to go, some more pyrite here. And then we're going to go into carnelians. We have 2 sizes of carnelian palm stones, these sort of smaller ones as well as some larger ones. I can't wait to show you this one. It is amazing. We also have 2 carnelian freeforms. We have 5 breathtaking pieces of citrine. And then we're going to go into tiger eye and wrap up the party with some palm stones, some spheres, some standing points, and some wands. And we have some auxiliary products using some of these stones that we will show you as well. Super excited about this table this evening. Tasha, I feel like if you were a table, this would be you. Okay, I'm going to put my hand over this so I don't make anybody drunk while I get this on its little stand. And then, here's the table. And let's switch screens. Oh, David is reminding me of the tea giveaway. All right, let me get... I have a camera that is not wanting to be recognized. One second. Hold on one second, everybody. I get my camera situated here. I'm going to unplug and replug. All right, Tasha, while I figure this out, I'm going to let you entertain us.
Okay.
I would love to know from you. So you said you had some carnelian on the table a second ago. What other stones are closest to you in this moment?
Well, a lot. I have this lab slab that I got in the last crystal party.
Yep.
I spent a lot of money at that party. And then this giant
yes,
clear quartz that I got I don't know. You showed it to me and I was like, do not sell that. That's mine.
Yep.
And my husband got me this for my birthday. It's citrine. It's chunky citrine.
Beautiful.
And I have a bunch of stones. I have a bunch of palm stones. Like
lots of crystals around you. I like it. I like it. Perfect. And I would love to hear in chat from everyone. What crystal is closest to you in this moment? Put it into chat and we can chat about them. And with that, I think I'm ready to get this started. So remember, as I show you these crystals, starting with this really amazing piece of sunstone, any items that you see that you decide that you want, comment sold and the number. Look at it flashing right there. Sold and the number, and we will set it aside for you. So this is our first piece of sunstone. This is number 1. I think I need to turn off my light here. This is number 1, and this guy is 18. Number 1 is 18. Look at this sunstone. Do you have any sunstone, Tasha?
I don't, so I'm really just waiting for you to pick up one that's going to be mine.
Perfect. Noted.
But this is
Noted.
really good for getting you out of a rut. If you're in a rut of any kind creatively, sunstone's supposed to be really good for that. So
Nice. Look at this one. This is number 2. Also 18. We've gotten sunstone a couple of times. You see that?
Look at, yes.
I'm glad I'm not going to be the only one gasping this evening, guys. All right, this is number 2. 18. Love it. We've gotten sunstone a couple of times, and this is the prettiest sunstone we've ever gotten. Ever.
So flashy.
Here is number 3. This one is also the $18 price point. It is the largest and the last at that price point. So this is number 3. Ooh, did you see that? Hold on. Look at it. It's like fish scales. Oh, actually, I lied. This is the $25 price point. Excuse me, everyone. I looked at that incorrectly. So this is number 3. It is $25. I do love it. I don't own any sunstone either. I think I'm going to have to add some to my collection in the future.
These are really flashy ones.
Yeah. Blown away by these. This is number 4. This is also the $25 price point. Oh, you see that right there?
This one might be mine, y'all. This one might be mine.
Okay. You just let us know. All right, so that's number 4.
Tiny pieces of copper and hematite? That's what that is?
Oh, is
Wow.
Mary dropping some knowledge bombs over there?
Look at,
That's
oh my God.
cool.
Yes, that one's mine. Sorry. What number is this again?
This is number 4. Like it. All right, and so actually a little bit of correction with the sunstone this evening. We actually do have 3 price points. This one is number 5, and the price point of this one is $32. So Tasha did just get number 4, everybody. I like it. Ooh,
Oh God, I might have jumped too soon. That's fine.
I like it. All right, this is number 5. And then finally, the final sunstone, palmstone on the table this evening. David, will you actually turn down the overhead lights? It is quite orange in here. This is number 6. And it is also 32. Look at that. Oh, I love these. Is that better? That is better. Thank you. All right. Number 6.
Oh my God.
Sold number 2. Nice. Got you, Amanda. Perfect. Okay. With that, we're going to move into, back here, this back corner is our garnet. I'm calling them garnet pebbles, but they really are just like beautiful little formations of garnet. And these garnets are $7 a piece. And I didn't mention earlier, our table today price range is from $7 to $755, in case anyone's ready to throw down some cash for. Actually, Tasha, let's later talk about some legacy collections. Can we talk about that?
Oh, yes.
I love it. All right, this is number 7. This is a naturally formed garnet. Look at how gorgeous these are. So this would be the base of it here. And otherwise, it is this, like, it's perfection. These are $7 a piece. This is number 7. It's probably lucky in itself. Isn't that great? Ooh, I love these. Love these. So that's number 7. Can you hold me things? I'm like straddling this tripod. I'm doing a dance tonight, guys. This really weird dance. Oh, okay. We're going to skip number 8. You didn't write an 8. You went from 7 to 9. It's fine. Our numbering may be odd this evening. So we just showed 7. This is number 9. Also, it has the base here, and otherwise is this beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. That is like nature, guys.
Nature's math.
Isn't that gorgeous? And who wants to like put this on a ring? Because I kind of do. Isn't that great?
Maybe a necklace. Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful. So this is number 9. Also $7. Look at that. It's like it has a little extra like sparkle. Isn't that great? What are you giggling about, Mary?
Number 9.
Right? You got it. It's fine. Numbers are hard.
It's got a little nipple on it. It's got a little nipple. It's fine.
It is fine. It's a garnet. It can. All right. This is number 10. This one is cool. It's a double formation, right? So you'll see that there's like this one here, and then there's this one here. This one is pretty complete. And it's just on the base of that one. So it formed like this, which I think is so cool. This one is number 10. I feel like these are like the most extra pocket rocks on the planet. Right? We're just going to put this perfectly formed garnet in my pocket. So this is number 10. And then final garnet is number 11. Which is this buddy. This one is a slightly larger formation than some of the other ones, but has sort of a larger base and is just real extra. Look at this. Number 11. I love these. If we have any like January babies in the room. They're great. That reminds me of like a medieval like mask. Like a armor mask. I don't know.
Those things.
Just
iron,
saying.
Armor, words.
Words are hard. Right, so those are the garnets. Do you have any garnet, Tasha?
I have a skull. I picked up a skull, one garnet skull at, as a matter of fact, when we were in Marietta at that crystal show.
Oh, I don't remember that. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, you have to send me a photo of that later, please. I want to see it. All right. Now we're moving into pyrite. We have 3 pyrite palm stones on the table. I chose the biggest ones that we have. So you want first call on the biggest pyrite stones palm stones we have. This is it. This is number 12. This is 32. And this.
I love that crater in there. Like, I just want to.
I know, right?
Worry
Stick
it
your
with my
finger in
thumb.
it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
I like
You know
it.
what
I
I'm
like
trying
it.
to say. You
I
know what
do.
I'm
I
saying.
totally do. I mean, it's like in the perfect place too. You just hold it and like just
Yeah.
put your thumb in it.
Yeah.
It's what it is. All right, that's number 12. What do you know about pyrite, Tasha? Tell us about it.
Well, it's good for it. A lot of people think it's just for manifesting money and luck, which is true, but it also is good for you to use to manifest creative ways to get around your money issues. Like if you were, say you have some problem or a project that's really ambitious and you've been working on it for a long time and you feel like you've hit a roadblock, this is one that you can meditate with or just, keep in your space while you're trying to come up with creative ways to make that money or improve your luck.
Nice. All right, this is number 13. I personally love pyrite. It is one of my favorite stones. Pyrite, lab, pyrite, black tourmaline. I even think the three of those together makes a cute little love triangle, crystal triangle. I don't know what you call it, but I do love pyrite. This is number 14. Also 32. I like how this one is like the least smooth of all of them, which I love.
Remember we were having that conversation about like how do you get like what's the difference in how this one is formed and the little cubed ones? I looked all night. I couldn't find anything.
Oh, right.
I did.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's just growing conditions.
Yeah.
We're just gonna talk over each other all day.
Yeah.
I like it.
It has to be like the growing conditions, but like it. I love how prehistoric the palm stones look, and then there's the other ones that are so perfectly formed that they look fake, almost like this did not come out of the earth like this, but it absolutely did.
Right, we'll get to those in just a sec. Those blow my mind every single time.
Yeah.
This is number 15. This is the first of 2 skulls that are on the table. I chose out my favorite 2. This one is like the most humanoid. Like Tasha was talking earlier, she's a very alien one. I chose a super humanoid one, and then I also have one that just is going to blow your mind in a second too. So this one is number 15. These are 53 a piece. And everyone who sees these in person, or most people who see these in person, takes one home. Because in person, these are gorgeous. And they're quite hefty. Like, this is not a light rock. Love it. That's number 15. And then we have number 16. This is probably my favorite. We have this guy. And half of his head is missing. Look at that. Ooh! Number 15. Nope, this is 16.
Love the weirdo looking ones. I love those.
Same. We don't have very many of the weirdo ones left because those are always the ones that get snatched up. But this is number 16. He is also 53. And talk about like a statement piece. Just like sit that on your desk or like on your kitchen counter. I actually literally have one of these on my kitchen counter. And I love it. So
it reminds me of Transformers, like once they're all destroyed, like how their heads look like that.
For sure. For sure. What's that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Oh, Terminator.
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator.
It's very Terminator to me. All right, so those are the 2 skulls on the table. Next up, we have 2 obelisks. And this is the first one. This one is the shorter one, but is a little bit fatter, a little wider, a little chunkier. This is number 17. Let's see if I can get it in the screen here. Oh, hold on. Let me adjust my... There we go. Perfect. So just 4-sided obelisk. We don't find crystals this shape very often, so whenever I saw these, I grabbed all of the ones that I liked. 4-sided obelisk. These are $60. Put that in the middle of a crystal grid. See what happens.
You're going to manifest something.
Something. You better have some clear intentions. Guys, clear intentions. All right, here's the next one, number 18. It is not as chunky, but is a little bit taller. Number 18. I love these so much. Also 60. Look how cute. These are so good. All right. Now we're getting into like the really weird cubes. Super excited about these cubes, guys. I can't even deal with the perfection of this.
It's crazy.
Right? So as Tasha was saying a minute ago, these cubes are formed like, they grow like this. And these have been preserved on their original matrix. So imagine like just, I guess, a big stone where these are just on it. And this one's super special because it has a second little cube forming down here. Look at it. I love it so much. These are only 30 bucks. Oh my God, there's a third one. Look at that.
So bizarre.
Right? So these just
really looks like a sculpture.
grow.
It's so crazy to me.
It is. It's nature sculpture. And this one sits very nicely like this. So you can just put this on your desk or your bookshelf or whatever. And just have this beautiful little mini specimen of pyrite. Oh, these blow my mind. Blow my mind. And so the four that we have here, I chose the biggest ones that set the nicest. So this one is number 20.
Nail polished.
Oh, right. I'm just low-key color matching here. This one is number 20. Also,
do you have
30.
the one that has like the little cutout at the bottom from another one?
You what?
Remember the one you showed me that had like the little square from where another pyrite cube was in there?
Oh, that's my personal one. That was my personal one at home. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Right. That one's not for sale. Definitely not for sale. But actually, some of these may have it. Let me see. This first one. Oh, actually, look at this one. This is number 19. This is the one I showed you just a moment ago. Let me get my white balance fixed here. You'll see here how that's kind of shiny right there, and it's kind of shiny right here, and even right there. These are places where there was another one forming, and
yeah,
it's not there anymore, which is so cool. Okay,
just, like,
Amanda, see you with sold 19. And I just handed that to David. They're mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. So going back to number 20, this one's interesting. It's not quite a perfect cube like some of the other ones. It has some like just stuff going on here, which is just so freaking cool. Anyway, I could literally just look at these single ones. Here's one. I'm pretty sure there was another one growing right here. See how smooth that is? Mm-hmm. I think there was another one there. Right?
Crazy.
Blows my mind.
Walk into a cave, a bunch of little cubes just in the rocks, you guys. Like, how is that? What is that even about?
I would cry. That's what I would do. I'd just start crying. This one here is a very perfect little cube. Like, there's nothing happening here except perfection, basically. $30
Good.
For this
Come
one.
Come on, that is crazy.
Isn't it mind-blowing? Also, that's another place where there was one there. Isn't that great? And this one probably sits the nicest. Like this.
It's like Art Deco.
Right? These things make you want to curse.
Yes.
What in the world is even happening? Right? So that was number 21. And here comes number 22. This one is also one that I thought was incredibly interesting. So here you'll see Probably just a couple little disruptions in its growth that cause it to just look a little more interesting than most. Right? And sets very gorgeously, just like this. Also 30. See if it has any other babies on it. No other babies. Just this bit of gorgeousness. I love it. That's number 22. All right. Now we're going to go into 4 pieces of cubic pyrite specimens. So this is like what would happen if those cubes probably kept growing within reason and there was some disruptions or more minerals available to them to grow extras. We have beautiful things that look like this. So this is number 23. This one is 45. And these, I think, make the most amazing little, like, coffee table, end table pieces. Because someone's going to sit down whenever we have friends over again. And they're going to be like, what is this? And you're going to be like, it's a rock. And they're going to be like, no way. And then you get to tell them about pyrite. And how it literally forms this way. You can also sit these any which way. Isn't that great? Talk about transformers. I almost expect it to like unfold itself and get up and walk around.
Yes. Become something else.
Wouldn't that be fun? So this is number 23. David's over here ogling at the next one.
Has like the most like symmetrical system, like crystal system of all of them. It's supposed to be isometric symmetry. So that's why they look so perfect like that. Like, stupid.
I love that. This one I think is probably my favorite cubic pyrite on the table. There's something so soothing about the shape of this one. What were you telling me about I think David's talking about, this is like a tiny little cube forming there, which is just adorable. Is that what you were talking about, David? There's another one sort of in that little hole there. Tiny little cubes forming, and then they just like form on top of each other.
Growing baby.
Right? Ooh, look, here's some little baby ones too. Look at that. I love these. This is number 24, and it is 45. OMG. So good.
Oof.
Okay. We have 2 more pieces of pyrite on the table. We're going to go up in price point a little bit. Ooh, I like this one a lot. Can't wait to show it to you. This is number 25. And this one has really gorgeous striations. Look at it. It's number 25. Okay. Isn't that good? This one is 72.
Wow.
Just imagine it just sitting just like that. Just looking at you.
That one is, jeez.
Right. So earlier, whenever you were talking about like putting your crystals on you, you were holding your chest. I don't know if you realize that. Do you like you lay them on your chest? Is that what you do?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Same.
Even if it doesn't belong there, most of the time I just put, like, they're supposed to be like, like the colors align or whatever. You're supposed to use a particular crystal in this solar plexus place, but I put all of them there, so it works fine for me.
I like it.
The energy figures out where to go.
In fact. This is number 26. Like, really, look at what's happening up in here. This is so good. Number 26, and it is 125. This is like, it starts getting us into what I was talking about earlier, that like legacy collection, perhaps. A little bit. Look at that.
So Emily has this idea that she's going to just like collect really big rocks. And that's going to be like Lily's inheritance.
Basically.
Yeah.
Right. So the idea, yes, our idea is that David and I are gonna create a collection of stones that we are calling currently the Legacy Collection, and we imagine, or it is our legacy. And I imagine it being the Austin Thompson Collection, and when we die, Lily will be able to, like our daughter, will be able to sell it off and buy whatever she wants. But until then, I'm gonna put my money in rocks and just put them all around my house. That's the goal.
We're not gonna let her sell. She can't sell it.
It's gonna
It's
be
not
fun,
allowed.
right? And maybe she won't. Maybe she'll want to keep them for sure. All right, here are our pyrite earrings. These are the Lovey earrings. They're cute little post earrings. They are $16. Super cute. Super cute. And like good size too. This is not for the faint of heart, but also not super heavy. Nothing like that. And they are on sterling silver, so if you are sensitive. We have those babies. And we also do have a crystal grid kit. Here, can I see the bag, please? We have a mini crystal grid kit too with pyrite. This is our luck mini kit. Tasha brought up luck a second ago in reference to our crystal grid kits, or in reference to pyrite actually. So we have a kit used for manifesting luck and other pyrite things. And actually here's a photo too of what those look like. We decided it'd probably be better if we use some good visuals for what these crystal grids look like. Perfect. The weaving workshop got a pair of pyrite earrings. Wonderful. So if you will be sure to put those in your shopping cart. They are on the site. We will put this set aside for you. And if anyone else wants any pyrite earrings, we do have more of those in stock. So feel free to just add those to your shopping list. All right, Tasha. It's time for the Carnelians.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
I don't know. I might not make it.
Because they're here and they're ready for you. Right, okay, so guys, this is number 29, and Carnelian is an amazing stone for creativity and like personal power. These are some of the most gorgeous ones we have ever snagged.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Super pretty. Super, super pretty. This one is number 29, and this little palm stone is kind of like I say mini palm stone, but look, I still can't even like wrap my fingers all the way around it. These are 15. 15. So this is probably my favorite. Is number 29. It's my favorite of the small ones. I can't wait to get to the big ones in a sec. Some good ones there too. All right, here is number 30. Also $15. Nice and white on this side. Super orange on this side.
Oh.
Look at that. Little egg shape. Right? Number 30.
I love like the little dark veins in there. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, then just wait. Wait, girl, wait. All right, here is number 31. Look at the striations in this one, or just like the layers. I find this one super mesmerizing. Right, this is number 31.
Oh.
Also
Shut
15. I love it. Oh, see those like lines going in here?
Ugh. What I love about them is that they almost look like something's living inside of them. I'm a weirdo.
No, I love it. Actually, this one does have a little crevice here, too.
You know how like when you hold up an egg to the light and you can see the yolk on the inside? Sometimes they remind me of those.
Oh, I love that. What do you imagine is living in here?
I don't know, dinosaurs maybe.
Maybe dinosaurs. What do you say, David? David said astronauts are aliens. You guys see that funny little video that went viral at the beginning of the pandemic about this little girl singing a song about astronauts and aliens? Okay, that's fine. Good. It doesn't need to be repeated. It is constantly in David's head.
Is she cursing a whole lot in the video?
There's no cursing. It just is distasteful, I think is the word I'll use.
I think I know what video you're talking about.
Right? It's real funny.
Oh.
It's real fun. The butt song. Yep, the butt song.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
Yep. That is David's favorite song, everyone. Just so we know. He sings it all the time. It infiltrated his brain. All right, this is number 32. This one also has a hole in it, and inside it's kind of, I wish you could see, really. It's kind of druzy and sparkly. It's almost like a little geode, I guess you could actually technically call it. It's super pretty. This one is number 32. Also, that like $15 price point. All right, let me see those. Right, this... some good, they're all good ones.
I like it when they have like little imperfections. Like
Me too.
That.
Me too. I think a lot of people would not get those with holes, but I always snag them because they're my favorites. We also have, 31 is sold. Got you, Amanda. Oh, yeah, you got a good one. All right, these are Augusta bracelets. We do have them in Carnelian. I figured I'd bring them out while we are showing these. They are sold singularly, but they do also stack really well, and these Carnelian ones are especially gorgeous. So if you're in the market to wear some Carnelian, we got you there too. And if you find yourself wanting some of those, you can put the Augusta bracelet in your cart. All right, Tasha, every time I look at this neck stone, I think of you. So if this is yours, I would not be surprised. If it is not yours, someone else just snagged it because it is one of the most amazing and unique pieces of carnelian I've ever seen. So this is number 34. This is a larger palm stone. As you can see, quite a bit bigger than the last ones. And it's like a halvesies. It is 25 and just has this beautiful
it's like
dividing line.
Calicos with a split face.
It's exactly like that. Just like imagine a little kitty face right there.
Oh my god.
Right?
I love it.
Isn't that great? It doesn't have to be, but I always think of you when I see this. Like, oh, I feel like Tasha would like to see it. Right? So, number 34, this beautiful carnelian palm stone.
Love it.
Next up, we have 35. A little darker, a little more traditional, I think. Also has like these little spots. There's a little bit of a divot there, but these are smooth. Also 25. This one totally looks like Saturn.
Yes.
Right? Just imagine it spinning with some rings.
Love it.
I like this too.
That one's really pretty too. I love it.
All right, that's number 35. And then finally, ooh, I do like this one too. I like them all. It's sort of a weird shaped one. This one is number 36. This is number, yes, David, this belongs here. This one is number 36. So a good bit darker. Also just insane. There's like this interesting little divot here. Look at it, looks all veiny.
It's a little flashy in there too. Oof. Oh gosh. That one looks like it could be the brother to the one I have.
Oh.
It's a little veiny. Like the weird, veiny.
Yeah. I like it. A weird shape too. I really like the shape of it.
Yeah.
Right? This one is number 36. Okay, but we also have some free forms coming too. So hold your horses. Oh.
Yikes.
Knocking over my things. We also do have Carnelian mini grid kits. So Oh, sorry, David. My apologies. We have mini grid kits. It comes with 7 pieces of carnelian and 12 clear quartz points all put together. It will look something like this. This is our courage kit. So carnelian is great for creativity. It's also really great for courage. Also like personal power, those sorts of things. So if those are the kinds of things that you are feeling need for in your life, you are more than welcome to add one of those to your cart too. And now we're getting into our last 2 pieces of carnelian. We have 2 free forms that are just gorgeous. I'm not even gonna like play. Just look at it. Look at this guy. So it sits like this. This is number 38. What is even happening? What is even happening?
What is even happening? Oh my gosh. Stop.
She's gasping as much as I do. How much are these? Wait, we don't have price tags on these. Hold. Okay,
They're
sorry,
free.
I have it here.
I'll take one.
It's free. These are 70 a piece. So this is number 38. And then this one. Oh, wait until you see this one.
I've got goosebumps. Like, this is not okay. What is even
This is number 39. Look at this. These are stunning. We were so stoked when we found these because rarely do we find, or it's not super often that we find carnelian that is like this boldly colored. Right, look at just the lines all in it. I like it. I'm glad you're feeling these as much as I do. This one is number 39. It is also $70. Love it. I love it. All right. And that is the end of the carnelian. So we're like over half the table is done. We have citrine and tiger eye left. Tasha, you have not even seen the citrine yet. I've been hiding it from you.
Oh no.
Not really, but kind of. Gorgeous. Okay. We have 5 pieces of citrine here. Price range from $90 to $7.55. These are like the big bucks on the table this evening. But it is all natural citrine. And it is some of the best quality we've ever seen. So if you are looking for citrine, and Tasha, maybe you can tell us a bit about citrine, because I know that's one of your crystal babies. This is number 40.
Well, yes. Go ahead. It's number
Done.
what?
40.
Ooh, super clear. Okay, so this is another favorite of mine. This is good for stimulating your intellect, motivation, also creativity, encourages self-expression. So, like, good for all those things. It's also another one of those stones I think is like a boss bitch stone. I mean, well, like I'm designating it with a gender, but you know.
Boys can be bitches. For sure. All right, this is number 41. Oh, you see there's rainbows in here? There are some rainbows. This one is 105. So natural citrine is becoming more and more rare. Like this is one of those where the price of citrine just keeps going up because it's pretty hard to find. We don't get it very often. Definitely not. We don't get very often, and definitely not of this quality. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go.
And definitely not that clear. Not that clear, not that quality. It's really difficult to find.
41 at 105. Okay, is this... Oh, yeah, this next one. Oh, and Erica's here. Hi, Erica! Okay, this is number 42. This one is also rutilated. So you see these lines sort of slashing through it? That is lines of a metal that is growing in the citrine. See all of this
I forget what it is. Is it mica? No, not mica. What is it?
It can be all
But
kinds
it's a
of
metal in there.
things.
Yeah, and it's supposed to enhance, like, to, like, elevate the properties of the actual crystal. That's with any crystal that you see
Mm-hmm.
those striations in like that. That's really pretty. It looks like there's like a little world in there. Look, a little
A whole
woodland.
galaxy, actually. A whole galaxy. Right, so this is number 42. It is 145. Oh, it's
Oh
so
my god.
stunning.
Ugh.
If this one doesn't get snatched up soon, it might join my personal collection. Just so everybody knows. All right, that's number 42. Next, we have number 43. This one is 265. Oh, you see that? Look at the flashing. Do you see that? Right up in there. Oh, my God.
Sheesh.
Look.
Oh.
Right? OMG.
Help. Help. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Jesus.
Right, this one is
Y'all.
number 43. Like super clear up here too. Look at that. Number 43
That
is
is gorgeous.
265. Whoa. Just gonna sit and look at it. All right, the next one is the big boy on the table this evening. Oh, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna hold it out here. I think I need to walk around my tripod so I can hold it appropriately. This one is so pretty. This is number 44. And like all of that, you see all the flashing? It is just filled with rainbows. Literally everywhere.
I need a loan.
Look
Someone
at
give me
that. See that?
Come on. Whoa. That little gold flash right there. Like, I can't even deal. This is amazing.
Yeah. This is one of the most beautiful stones I think we've ever had. See it flashing all down here too? And all over here?
It's like it's an actual solid piece in the middle, it looks like, almost. Like, not just like a little fleck, but like a whole solid piece of something. Oh.
Oh, look at
Yes.
See all that?
Like a nebula. Oh.
Oh my God.
If y'all ain't getting goosebumps, I don't know what's wrong with you.
So we actually had a photo shoot this past weekend with our photographer, obviously. And we were taking photos of crystals, and every now and then he would just stop and walk over to this crystal and pick it up and like cradle it in his hands like this. He would cradle it in his hands like this, and he would just stare into it. And like he's not a rock guy, like at all. Like he just was mesmerized by the stone. So this is number 44, and it is $755. So, talk about legacy collection, guys. You're going to keep this around. You're going to like, this is your inheritance to your grandkid or whatever. Just a little piece of nature. That is just all rainbow right there.
There's sun in there. Piece. It's like sunshine caught in this thing. This thing is perfection. Like,
isn't it?
How even?
Right.
How even do you exist?
Oh, I love it. Anyway, number 44. I will hold that one up later again if anyone would like to stare in a little bit longer. I'm down to do that.
Can you just put it on a lazy Susan and turn it like...
Right? Just take a good photo and that could be everyone's like new phone background. That's not a bad idea.
Absolutely.
That is not a bad idea.
Make it a wallpaper.
Right. All right, and if you are wanting some citrine, but at a much nicer price point, or much lower price point, what is nice? We do have our Prosperity Crystal Grid Kit. And this is not a mini kit. This is a larger kit. So it comes with 7 natural citrine pebbles like these. This is not baked citrine, and we can talk about that a little bit if we need to. Some natural citrine, as well as a whole bunch of large and super small little points, and it comes in a nice little bag all put together. It will look a little something like this, and this is not even using all of the small points. There's actually over 100 of those small points in the bag. That was just me really holding myself back from just pouring them all out there. So that is the Prosperity Crystal Grid Kit. We do put citrine also on top of our autumn candle, which you see here, right, which is Tasha's favorite. It's also almost autumn, so if you're wanting to bring in those vibes, it does smell amazing, and it is topped with a piece of, this is baked citrine. So see how earlier the other citrine was a little, almost kind of smoky and a little yellow, and this one is super orange. So this is actually a piece of amethyst that has been heated very high, as it would naturally be happening, but they're putting it in an oven. And so it ends up coming out a little more orange, but we're not putting rare citrine on top of candles. We're saving that for some other things. But this is our autumn candle.
And it's still good for manifesting everything that citrine is. So, like, you don't need a pure piece of citrine. Does it help? Yes. But the baked one, I mean, it comes from another high vibe crystal, which is amethyst. So you're still going to be getting some good magic in there, right? Or good medicine.
For sure. We also use citrine in our Create ritual candle. So this is the Create candle. We put a couple of pieces. Oh, let's see if I can keep that from going so light. There we go. A couple of pieces of tumbled citrine in the top of that. So if you want to do any ritualing with an unscented candle, we have citrine topped in our Create candle as well. And that is the end of the citrine. Almost feel like I need to do some stretching, doing some acrobats over here with my arms.
Your arms getting tired.
A little bit. Perfect. Last but not least on the table this evening is 2 rows here of tiger eye. So we're going to be going through some palm stones, some spheres, some sort of rough polished points, and some wands to end the party with a couple products in between. 2. Let's see. There we go. So we're going to start with some palm stones. Some really pretty palm stones. We have 2 here on the table. I think this is the last 2 we actually have in stock. Yep, our last 2 tiger eye palm stones. This guy is 18. Ooh, look at that backside. That's so good. So good. All right, so this is number 48. Here's 18.
Oof.
This is number 49. What do you know about tiger eye, Tasha?
Tiger eye. I did write something down about tiger eye. Where is it? Huh. Maybe I didn't. Tiger eye, I think, is most closely associated with courage, bravery, warrior type. Like a connection to your warrior self. I see that a lot. So, like, if you really want to be a badass, and of course it does work for creativity. All of these work for creativity really well, and if you have them all, they kind of build on each other too. So,
I like it. I heard or read something once about tiger eye that I found super fascinating. But before I say that, this is our Augusta bracelets in tiger eye. They do come singularly. They're really great for stacking, though. So if you do want to snag a wearable piece of tiger eye, we have these in the Augusta gemstone bracelets. Nice. Christina's saying safe travel. So one of the best definitions I've heard for tiger eye, because it is really great for manifesting, is the way it is a combination of both dark and light. It's sort of the meeting place between the two. And I don't know if you guys know, but like actual like metaphysical manifesting is whenever you take your sort of core desires, you take things from the root chakra and you bring them up to your heart, and you take things from your crown chakra, so like that sort of divine vision, and bring it down, and the meeting place in your heart is where manifestation happens. And so tiger eye is not necessarily a fourth chakra like heart stone, but it is a stone that shows and sort of has the power of the dark meeting the light, right? So things up from your root chakra, things down from your crown chakra, everything meeting in the middle results in actual manifestation. So it is a powerful stone for manifesting and a beautiful combination of dark and light. This is number 51. This is the only small sphere that we have left. It is $40. And as you can see, she's quite golden, which I very much so love.
Yes.
So that is number 51. So it is great for manifesting, and I don't know, I like that reminder that is what manifesting is. It is this
dark.
Yep.
Bringing
them together. Yep. For
like
sure.
That.
All right, this is number 52. See if I can pull it away and refocus. This is a larger sphere. The price point is $50. But look at it. Just look at it. I love these so much. So much.
Ugh. That is unreal.
All right.
I don't know why I keep ducking my head like I'm going to be able to see a different view than what you're showing me.
Right? Okay, Lisa, we have you with 16 and 42. Totally got ya. Oh, girl. Hold on. Lisa just got the piece of rutilated citrine. So one last time for everybody. Enjoy its beauty. And Lisa, you super enjoy having this for yourself. You have a stunning piece of citrine. I know, everyone give it a last pet. Love it.
Pass it around.
I love it. All right. So back to 52. $50 for this tiger eye sphere. All right, and the last of the spheres is, keep hitting my camera, guys, sorry. The last of the spheres is the largest. This is number 53, but we're still at that $50 price point. Oh, do you see that? So pretty. So pretty. Talk about something looking like Saturn. I mean, this is kind of
it's almost like
look at that. Just take a look.
That
at
also
that.
looks like a planet,
right? It doesn't even look real. How is this real?
How?
Oh, I love it. $50.
Chilling underneath Earth. Like, come on.
I think this one might
Crazy.
actually also be a bit of tiger iron. Looking at it here, there's like some ridge here.
Yeah.
Yep, that I think might send this into the a big bunch of it there. Might send this into the realm of tiger iron.
Woo.
I love that. So number 53 is 50. Oh, and before we move on to the last line, I'm getting a little notification that I need to change my battery. So one sec. What tiger eye do you have in your collection, Tasha?
I don't have any tiger eye, and I think that somewhere along the way, I kind of felt like it became like clear quartz or like rose quartz. Like everybody's got tiger eye in their collection. You know, like you just don't do things because everyone else is doing them.
For sure.
I kind of did that to myself, but that Tiger iron, definitely I'm into. 'Cause it looks
Yeah.
like sort of prehistoric.
Yep.
But these are some really beautiful, really flashy pieces.
Yeah, and we actually do have some tiger iron over there. So if you do want us to pull out that at the end of this, I'm happy to do so. But I love some tiger eye. It is another one of those like foundational stones for me, I think. We also use it to top our manifest candle. So I was talking about manifestation there and how tiger eye is a really great stone for manifesting. We use it to top our manifest candle. This is a ritual candle. These are unscented, 7-day, 80-hour burn times, if I'm not mistaken. So our manifest candle. I think I have one of those in my office burning at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. So I have one piece of tiger eye that is my personal favorite, and it actually came to me at a Being Boss New Orleans vacation. I don't know if you remember, oh my God, Timothy. He writes a blog and has published a cookbook called The Mississippi Vegan. He was at the last Being Boss vacation, and he gave me a piece of unpolished, like a chunk of unpolished tiger eye, and it's gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. All right, I'm showing you guys while I'm telling the story. This is our strength mini kit. So also has some tiger eye. Tiger eye is also really great for strength and that like personal willpower, those sorts of things. So here's our mini kit. If you are looking for some kitting all put together, it ends up looking a little bit like this. And this is all of the pieces that come in this kit. So it's 7 pieces of tiger eye and 12 points. And if you are curious about crystal gridding, we do have a little booklet in our shop called A Guide to Crystal Grids. I helped write it. I just don't know what I called it. A Guide to Crystal Grids. And it is a full how-to and why, basically, of crystal gridding. So you can get a mini kit or a full kit and that little booklet, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. So anyway, back to my like tiger eye story. So I have this little chunk, and it's like just like a regular size, like little, like not big enough to be a palm stone, but is a rough piece of tiger eye, similar to this, right? Look at that. And it's gorgeous, and it's just big enough to fit in my pocket. I super love it. So that's my piece of tiger eyes. I have a really nice little rough piece that a boss gave me at a vacation that we did, at an event that we did for my other job, basically. So this is number 56. These are, I call them rough polished points, which is 2 words that are the exact opposite of each other. But I think you'll see why it is that I call them that. They are rough on bottom, but then they are polished points on top. And these are our tiger eye ones. I have 2 on the table here. This one's number 56. And you can't really see it here, or maybe you can. I love how rough tiger eye is still flashy. Right?
Yeah.
So it's happening down here.
Like that one super striped side is still still flashy.
Right? Oh, I love it so much. So this is number 56, and these are 33. These are also really great prices for rocks this big. Number 56 is 33.
To, join my desk altar.
Well, here's the last one on the table. Maybe before you make your final call.
I'm trying to wait.
This one is number 57. Also 33, and also has the super banded side too. The point there. Right? Number 57.
Can I see 56 again?
Absolutely. And if anyone needs me to go back and show them anything, feel free to shout me out. I'm happy to do so. This is number 56. Oh. That's one side. and then the other.
I think this one wants to be with me. That's mine.
Oh, Lisa got you. Lisa got you first.
Damn it. Well, it's going to a good home.
Oh, we got you, Lisa. And actually, Tasha, we have 3 more over there, too. So if I need to pull out any more and show them to you, I'm happy to do so. Will you snag a couple more of those? Perfect. All right, and while David is grabbing those, I'm going to go to the last things on the table, and that are the wands. We have 3 tiger eye wands on the table. These are 8-sided wands. They look a little like this. Oh, there we go.
No, Lisa, you're good.
Flashy.
You won. You bid just on time.
Right? All right, this is number 58, and these are $30. Number 58. Here comes 59. Also very flashy. And finally, number 60. Whew.
That yellow flash in there is gorgeous. And Mary, don't be telling people about my crystal collection. That's my business.
She'll hear that in about 3 seconds.
Nobody needs to know how many rocks I have. Especially since I'm on like a literal live with the crystal dealer that's always pushing rocks on me. Like,
right? I love it. All right. Mary's turning red over here. Turning red. All right, Tasha. And everyone, literally everyone, I do have a couple more points here that I want to show you. Because we still have some pretty ones here. So I'm actually going to keep going with numbers. So this is number 61. I like how this one has that like sort of cut there. Gives it a bit of extra dimension. Right. Ooh, girl. That is number 61.
Okay.
Here comes number 62.
Okay.
And then finally, and this is all that we have. Number 63.
Oh, it's so hard between 62 and 61.
Okay. She's thinking 62, 61. These are 33. All right, here's 61.
Why is this so difficult?
Because they're so beautiful. Oh, doing this with one hand is difficult too. Right, so 60.
So this is
61. Yep, and then here is 62. Whew.
Mm.
62.
There's a bit of delay. Someone's just waiting for you.
You just let me know.
Shit. I'm gonna say 61.
61 for Tasha. Gotcha. Perfect. All right. With that, I'm totally open to go back and show anyone anything that is on the table. And if there is none of those, we'll start sort of doing a wrap up and then opening up to just other virtual shopping. So if there is anything on the table that you would like to see, I wonder if I can, I can do it. Okay, I just put the table back there on the top. So if there is anything else that anyone wants to see, stick it in the chat and I will pull them back up.
Erica wants to see the whole table.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Here it comes the whole table for you. Oh, let me see. Well, that just might be the view that you get to see, Erica. My phone has seemed to stop. So over on the right side, so the furthest, you see sunstone, and at the top there's some little dark things. Those are garnet pebbles. And then we go through the pyrite. So we have some pyrite palm stones. We have one skull left. We have some obelisks. We have some really adorable little cubes. And then we get into some carnelian. We have small carnelian palm stones, large carnelian palm stones, some carnelian freeforms back there in the back. You see a little line there of citrine, which Erica did some shopping this week and she got to see all the citrines. All the citrines. And then into the tiger eye. So if there is anything that you would like to see of those, let me know. I'm happy to pull them up for you. Whew. You hear my tea, please? Thank you. I've been talking a lot. Garnet pebbles. Good call. These are gorge. Totally gorgeous. Perfect. All right, we have 4 of these on the table. They are $7 a piece. And this is just gorgeous little natural formations of garnet, which I think is spectacular. So this is number 7. This would have been its base, and then it just formed like this. Isn't that sheer perfection? Perfection. Garnet. Do we know what garnet's good for? I have used garnet before. It's supposed to be like good for like your blood and health and those sorts of things.
Yeah. Okay, so this is actually one of those stones that's like way more subtle in appearance than it actually is in its energy. It's supposed to be like, it's like a primordial stone, like one that like completely identifies with like intense emotions. So, and mostly like sensuality, creativity. What else?
This is number 9. You're good. Continue.
Yeah, but like mostly intense feelings, definitely.
Gotcha.
And it's supposed to help you ground that creative energy in yourself and then handle it with care when you communicate it to other people in whatever form you choose to do it in.
I like that. I like that a lot. This one is number 10. So this one is sort of a double. So you have a base one here, and then this one has formed on top of it, which I think is breathtaking. And all of these are just $7. So that's number 10. And then finally we have number 11. This one is slightly larger than the previous ones. So we have its base here. And just form this gorgeous little garnet specimen. That is number 11. Ooh, I
love the rough sides.
Me too. Let me see this one. Is this the one? Yes. So if you look at the rough side of this one, see how even that's like amazingly geometric.
Yeah.
See that? Like, what in the world is even happening? I find these so fascinating. Right?
Like, it really is. It's just a bunch of like layers of squares.
Yeah.
Like if you cut, like when you cut a tree in half and you see the rings, it's kind of the same thing going on inside there. That's insane.
Yeah. Oh, blows my mind. And that one was number 7. Perfect. Erica, let me know if there's anything else you or anyone else would like to see again. And if not, I will start wrapping up all the things. So, Tasha, I'm going to take you off for just a second and then bring you back. I need to throw up the screen with the checkout info. All right.
Okay.
As we start wrapping this up, it is now time for you to actually check out. So anything that you have claimed for yourself, be sure to put it in your cart. Mary has been putting links to the items in the chat section. If you are unsure as to what it is that you claimed or you want verification before you check out, feel free to stick it into chat and Mary will make sure that you know what it is that you got so that you can check out. Erica, I see that. Once you get everything in your cart, be sure to complete your checkout. If you do have a YouTube name that is different from your name, be sure to put in the notes at checkout what your YouTube name is so that we can make that connection between who you are here and what you've claimed and the order that you make. I think is that everything? Hold on. If you do have any questions, put it over in chat. We're going to be here for a little bit. Or you can also email us, hello@almanacsupplyco.com, and we are happy to help you with whatever it is that you need. And with that, you are back, Tasha. Hello. Hello. This is a ton of fun. How are you feeling about all these crystals? They're pretty, huh?
I'm very happy with the purchases I've made.
Good.
Per usual, I'm very excited to see my box. I'm sorry, what else am I supposed to be talking about? I'm very excited about my box.
Good. You can just be excited about your box. I like it. I so appreciate you coming and hanging out with me and talking about all these stones. Like I said, we've actually been talking about Tasha coming and doing one of these parties with us for weeks and weeks, but I knew I had to wait until we got to Carnelian week, right? Until we got to just the right time.
Me.
Yeah. Do it till we got to Tasha's party. This one was Tasha's party. I'm glad that you came and talked to us about these things. I appreciate you coming and spending what I know is your packed schedule. Your packed Friday evenings.
I mean, what I'm supposed to be doing, writing, yeah. I can talk about rocks instead. That's cool.
Right. I think it's fun. Well, thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. With that, I will say, of course, anytime you're like, hey, I want to come talk about labradorite, or I'll also just keep you up to date on the cool crystals that we get. If you're ever like, I want to come talk about those, you just let me know. It's been a blast.
Okie dokie.
All right. And with that, everyone else here, and Tasha, actually, you're still on Skype. If you would like to for real go, you may. Also, you can hang for a moment if you'd like. Up to you. All right,
we're chilling.
Perfect. And with that, you all can complete your purchases. And if there is anything else that you would like to see at all, we are open for virtual shopping as long as you guys are needing us. If not, we will go ahead and begin wrapping this up. Feel free to look through our website, and if there's anything there that you would like to see, anything at all, let me know, and I will pull the camera back up and show you all the things. But if I don't see anything in the next moment or two, we will officially wrap this up. Look at David back there cheesing like that. Cheesing, so David. Just cheesing. David's excited to see one of those citrines going to a good home.
Especially that one. Like, can we look at it again? I just want to look at it again. Jesus.
Yes. I like it. Perfect. All right, I don't see any more requests for virtual shopping, in which case we will begin wrapping this up. I very much so appreciate everyone coming to hang out with us today, this Friday. We're going to begin wrapping up everything here and going home. And you want to pour yourself some whiskey in this tea, David? The Nestle tea is particularly great with whiskey, so we have a little bit left over.
Good.
We may need some whiskey tea in a bit, right? I hope everyone had a ton of fun. We will be back next week with a party on labradorite, rainbow moonstone. Oh, and smoky quartz. That's right. It's going to be a real good party next week, too. So we'll be here same time, same place, 2:30 for tea time with Almanac, 3 p.m. for the crystal party. You can go ahead and find it in YouTube if you want to subscribe and get notifications, or if you're on our email list, you'll get notifications that way as well. It's super good to see everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. See you next week. Cheers.